Hello, everybody. Just
How's
gonna
it going?
be pressing this
Oh, sorry, I got to mute.
button. So many at one time. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Bren.
Hi.
Hey, Carrie.
We got several different groups getting on today. I'm excited. Just so you all know, there will be a recording that I will upload to YouTube and get sent out soon as we get on. Okay, take me a second. But I am going to make sure that I try to get all these people out of the waiting room before I start. It doesn't get.
And everyone will need to mute themselves, I guess.
I'll mute everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Hey, Bren.
Hi! We got some amazing people on. Can I just say something that's making me really happy right now? Most of you have your camera on. This makes me so happy. I hate when I get on a Zoom and it's like no cameras. Everybody's like covering their face. I like to see your faces. Your faces are my favorite. I love you guys so much. I'm going to give it like one more full minute hitting this button over here to admit all these people. It's really going slow too, letting them in. But if we reach capacity, which I feel like we probably will, just make sure that you let your people know that I will have the recording up ASAP when I get off. So, all right, let me go ahead and mute everybody here. Everybody give me some whoop whoops in the chat if you're excited. We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. We're gonna do a workshop, which I'm really excited about. We're gonna work through this together because we all gonna crush November. It's gonna be amazing. All right, so I'm just gonna start here and just keep checking the waiting room every so often. I love all the whoop whoops I'm seeing. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me so happy. Give me all them whoop whoops. All right, so this is a really special Zoom, you guys. This is a really special training, a special workshop. I have several different groups here. So everybody say hello to each other. I have my personal team, my bunch of badasses. I have my peeps from my Building Badasses retreat that I just got back from in Colorado. We had an amazing time. They're actually very familiar with what we're going to go through today, although I'm shortening it down to 30 days. We also have my Inner Circle Mastermind coaching clients on here with us today. And the last group we have on here today are my Becoming a Badass Mastermind, which hasn't even released yet, but those who are already in my consistency challenge have automatically been in that. So I'm really excited about this. And I'm going to tell you guys first and foremost, this formula that I'm going to teach you guys today is not mine. Okay, I cannot take credit for this. But for those of you who have been watching me, who have been learning from me, who've been working with me over the past year, I started working with my own personal coach, Danelle Delgado, back on January 1st. And I have been using this process for the past year. And so those of you who've been watching me or who've been working with me, both with my team or in my coaching, I have literally been able to double my network marketing business and 10 times my brand in this year using this exact strategy that I'm going to teach you guys today. Okay, so now when Danelle normally teaches this, and what I have done is normally it's a 90-day goal setting that we do. But what I wanted to do for the month of November is to start off this month super strong for all of you different groups, help you absolutely smash through your goal in the next 30 days, okay? By the end of November. So who wants to do that? Who wants to smash their freaking goal by the end of November? So those of you who have been in network marketing for a little bit, you probably understand that November is a really big year or a really big month in our industry. Sorry, it's so hard to pay attention while I'm constantly having to press this waiting room button over here. But Black Friday is upon us. November is here. Not just in our industry, but literally in all industries that have to do with sales and retail, right? November is a massive freaking month. And so the first thing that I just want to share with you guys is, okay, you may have had a not wonderful month in October, okay? Understanding industry trends is really, really important. So October generally is not a very big month in our industry, and that's okay. So I don't want you going into this training thinking, oh, well, crap, I had a bad month last month. I'm not going to do anything this coming month, okay? I want you to go into this training and I want you to go into this month with big, big, hairy ball goals, okay? I want you excited. I want you to realize that this is generally the biggest month in the year, okay? And I'm gonna help you guys break that down today. So if you're freaking excited, drop some fire emojis up in the chat, drop some whoop whoops, drop some I'm excited, because we are about to crush it. Okay, so we just reached capacity. That means I don't have to press the waiting room button anymore. This is great. Now I can actually pay attention. Make sure you let everybody know that I'm gonna have a recording. So here we go. Number one that I want to talk to you guys about before we actually set these goals, okay? There is a formula to actually hitting your goals, okay? I call this decide, commit, take action, okay? So first and foremost, you have to make a decision today. You have to make a decision that you really, truly are ready to go for your goals. Okay, you have to make a decision that you are in this from day one for the month, head down, going forth into the next 30 days, okay? If you're not willing to make that decision, you're not going anywhere, okay? The decision part is usually pretty easy for people because this right here is really where our decisions come from, our mouths, okay? Our mouths are not usually what's going to get us to where we want to go. It's the actual putting in the effort, right? So our mouths are going to make this decision. Now, here's where it gets good. Okay, I want you to make the decision that you're ready to do this. But now I want you to commit to it. I want you to commit to it for you. I don't want this to be about anybody else. If this is about anybody else, you are not going to get to your goal, okay? You need to commit to going towards this goal in the next 30 days for you. And I'm just going to tell you right now, you are worth it. You are capable. You can do this. Will it be hard work? Of course. It's gonna be hard work. Don't be scared of hard work. Hard work is good, okay? But you have to commit to going towards your goal. If you cannot commit to going towards your goal, you will not get there, okay? So the first thing we need to do is decide that we're ready to go. The second thing we need to do is commit to actually doing it, right? There are no excuses. There's no, I don't have enough time. There's no, I don't know enough people. There's no, I don't have the right skills, okay? All negative thoughts, all negative words are going out the window right now for the next 30 days, okay? You start to think a negative thought, you push it out. I want you to say out loud the opposite. You think something that's negative, you say out loud the opposite over and over and over. For the next 30 days, you are only speaking positivity. You are only speaking life over your goals. You are only speaking life over your business. You will not speak death, okay? You may think it every once in a while, but we're gonna hold captive every thought over the next 30 days, okay? So we're gonna decide, we're gonna commit. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take action, okay? We are going to take action to move towards our goals. Action is where the magic happens, okay? You can decide all damn day, but if you're not committed to that decision and you're not gonna take the action to get there, you will not get to your goal. So if you're ready, I want you to put I am committed in the chat right now, okay? I'm committed to going for my goal, okay? And I 100% expect all of you to get there, right? Because we're gonna take action, and I'm about to break it down for you backwards, and we gonna get there, okay? Okay, all right. So we made a decision, we're committed, we're taking action. Now we need to set our goal, okay? And here's what I want you to do when it comes to your goal before I break down this formula that Danelle taught me and we fully break this down and get these goals rocking and rolling, okay? I want your goal to be a stretch goal. I want it to be a stretch goal, but I also want it to be achievable, okay? So if you're currently ending the month around 25,000 right now, I don't want your goal to be 200,000. Make sense? Okay, now, those of you who know me know I also preach being wildly unrealistic, okay? Why do I preach that? Because so many people get caught up in the exact numbers and where they're at on this day of the month and where they're at on that day of the month. And it deflates them instead of breathes life into them. So here's what I want you to do. I want your goal to be a stretch goal, but I want it to be achievable. I want you to be smart with your goal, okay? Be smart with your goal, but here's where I want you to be wildly unrealistic, okay? If you set the goal, I want you to ask yourself this question. When you set your goal, I want you to ask this question. If I do not get to my goal and I show up and I give it everything that I got and I give 100% action towards my goal, okay, but I don't get there, if it deflates you and if you feel defeated and it makes you want to give up, okay, I want you to lower your goal. Does that make sense? The goal you have in your mind right now, if you give everything, you work your plan, okay? You show up every day, you do everything you can get to, you do everything when it comes to the action to get to your goal, but you don't get to that goal, okay? Ask yourself with the goal you're thinking in your mind right now, if I don't get there, is it going to deflate me, defeat me, and hold me back from freaking picking up my big girl or boy panties and moving on and going for it again? Make sense? If you're gonna feel like that when you don't get there, scale your goal back a little bit, okay? Now, if it's a big hairy ball goal and you say, if I give everything I got, I work so hard, I take all the right actions and I don't get there and I'm not defeated and I'm not deflated and I'm like, what the hell? Let's go for it again next month, right? Then I say, keep your big hairy ball goal. Make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, that's what I want you to ask yourself when you are picking this goal. Okay, if you don't get there and you did everything you could to get there, now that's on you. I can't make you show up and do the work, right? That's on you. But if you did do everything that you needed to do to get to that goal and you didn't get there, and it deflates you and defeats you and keeps you from moving forward, scale your goal back a little bit. Make sense? If not, go for the big one, okay? All right, so let's pick our goals. Now, I hope everybody has a piece of paper. I'm going to show you mine, okay? And I want you to fill out your paper like this, okay? Once again, I can't take credit for this. I'm not gonna say that this is mine. This is totally Danelle's, but it works if you work it, okay? All right, so here is my paper. At the top of the paper, I want you to write down what, okay? You're going to leave a few lines here because you need some room to write. You're going to write down what? A few lines down. I want you to write down when. I see you, Wendy. You already did all this. We just shortened it to 30 days. All right, a few lines down. We're going to write why. Okay? A few lines down, we're going to write who. Okay? Next one, a few lines down, we're going to write sacrifice. Ooh, nobody likes that word. That's a bad word. Sometimes it's necessary though. All right, and then a few lines down, we're going to write the word result. Everybody got it? All right, so now we need to break this down. Okay, so under what, I want you to write what is my goal by the end of November. What is my goal? Okay, I do want you to do numbers. So if it is a rank goal, I want you to put the numbers of the sales that you need to have to get there. What are the numbers that you need to get there? Okay, and just so you guys know, this goal does not have to be a rank goal. Like I said earlier, let's say you're currently sitting at $25,000 right now, okay? And you want to get to the next rank, which is say 50,000, okay? But the thought of not hitting that deflates you so much. Even if you show up 100%, the thought of 50,000 and doubling, if you don't get there, it will make you not want to show up the next month. Then I would scale that back to about 35,000. Make sense? Maybe 40. We're going to take little chips at it, okay? Now, if you want the big hairy ball goal and it's not going to deflate you if you don't get there, put that freaking 50,000 on there, okay? But I want you to break down, okay? What is your goal? Okay? Next, when? When are you going to hit that goal by? November 30th. We all going for the same thing. Okay, November 30th is your date. And just FYI, I'm going to ask that you guys pull this out every single morning and you reread it and you look over it. Okay? We are on task. We are taking action because we made a decision. We are committed to that decision and we're going to take action on it, right? Okay, so we have the what, we have the when. Okay, now the third one is why. Why do you want to hit that goal? What makes you want it so freaking bad? Why do you want to hit that specific goal? I want you to tie some pain to this, you guys. Y'all know me, and I always talk about picking your pain, right? I don't say pick a why that makes you cry because I think that's a bunch of BS. I just don't think it works. But you can pick your pain. Why? Why do I say pick your pain? Because I want you to think about what would hurt so freaking bad to you that if you didn't get to that goal, it would just crush you, okay? For me, my pain has always been if I don't get to my goals, I have to go back to work. I have to go to a job where somebody tells me what time I have to be there, how long I have to be there for, what I'm gonna get paid, right? That is painful to me. And every time I even think about that, I think, nope, I'm gonna show up today. I'm gonna show up every day, so I ain't gotta do that, right? Why do you want to hit this goal in the next 30 days? Okay? Now, under that is who. Who's it gonna take for you to hit that goal? Here's the way that I like to break it down, okay? Obviously, it's going to take a lot of hard work on your part, okay? How much are you willing to bring in yourself? How committed are you to bringing in volume yourself towards your goal, okay? So here's what I like to do. I like to break it down like this. How much in personal new customer volume are you committed to bringing in the next 30 days towards your number goal? So if your goal is 50,000, how much of that 50,000 are you personally going to bring in yourself? Are you committed to bringing in yourself in new customer volume? Okay. The second thing is, how much are you committed to bringing in on customer reorder volume personally? Okay. So the first is new customer volume that you're personally committed to doing. The second is customer reorder volume that you are committed to doing. Make sense? The third thing is, how many new business partners and how much new volume are you going to bring in on new business partners this month? Okay? I want you to write those numbers down. I want you to plug them in. Now, you're going to take those numbers that you're committed to hitting in those 3 areas, and you are going to subtract that from your total goal. Make sense? Now you're going to have a number that you're left with that your team is going to have to do, correct? Okay, so now I want you to, and you don't have to do this right now, but you're going to come back to it later. I want you to figure out, how many people do I have on my team right now? You can look it up in your back office. How many people do I have on my team right this moment? How much volume does each of those people need to do in order for me to get to this big goal? I want you to know these numbers, okay? You can do this exact process with your people and have them decide, commit, and take action on their own. How much new volume in new customer volume are they committed to bringing in? How much reorder customer volume are they committed to bringing in? How many new business partners and volume are they committed to bringing in? Make sense? This can duplicate all the way down. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys this recording. So I highly recommend getting all of your people who actually have a goal this month or want to have a goal to watch this, okay? So that's the who. It's going to take you. It's going to take your team, okay? Know your numbers. Now, what's the sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice in the next 30 days in order to get to your goal? Okay? How many of you are showing up super consistently, doing the things as much as you think you probably need to be doing to get to your goal right now? Probably not very many of you, right? That's okay. It's the beginning of a month. Okay? What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice your TV time for the month? I talked to one of my leaders earlier today. She's sacrificing her wine for the month. She's not drinking any wine this month because it's distracting and she doesn't feel good in the morning when she wakes up. Okay? What are you willing to sacrifice this month in order to get to your goal? Where can you cut things out where you can spend more time working towards your goal and doing the activities we're going to break down? Okay? Now, you know me. I am never going to get on here and tell you to sacrifice your family time. I'm never going to get on here and tell you to sacrifice your time with the Lord, right? These are the most important things in my life. They might be different in your life. I'm never going to tell you to sacrifice your time with your spouse. But I am going to ask you, where are you wasting time right now? Time is one thing we never get back. We only have so much. We have 24 hours in the day. Where are you wasting time right now? Where are you wasting time doing things you don't need to do this month? Okay? Are you always going out to lunch with friends? Are you going to happy hour? Are you spending a ton of time at night watching TV? Are you Netflix and chilling? You can do the little chilling. You just may not need the Netflix part. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little quicker. Sorry, y'all. I am very, very inappropriate. If you know me. Okay, I just figured out what Netflix and chill was last month, so I had to use that. Whitney Carry On. I don't know if you're on here, but she messaged me. She's like, so corporate just reached out to me and told me I had to take Netflix and chill out of my speech. Like, okay, what? Oh, that's what that means. Okay. All right. So what are you willing to sacrifice this month in order to get to your goal? Okay. Last, what is the result? What happens when you get there? What happens for your family? What happens for you? What happens to your bank account? How are you going to feel? Do you feel amazing? Are you going to go on vacation? What happens when you get to your goal at the end of the month? I want it to be good. I want you to think big. I want you to go, I'm taking my family on vacation. Or I'm going to get that massage I never get. Or I'm going to buy myself a pair of red bottom shoes. I don't know. What is it you want? What is the result when you get there? I want you to put it up on your mirror. I want you to put it next to your bed. I want you to put it in your office. I want you to put it in your car. I want it staring you in the face all month long. What is it that you are going to get? What is the result when you get to your goal at the end of this 30 days? I want you to look at it all day, every day. I want you to envision it. I don't care what it is. It could be small, it could be big. If it's something that you really want, tie it to your goal. Okay? Because when you tie it to your goal, you will go and run for your goal like no other. The sacrifices you're going to make are going to be worth it. The time you put in is going to be worth it. Make sense? All right, now we've broken that down. If you didn't fully finish this part, you can go back to it. I want you to get detailed here, you guys. The more detailed you are, the more you can see it, the more you can envision it, the more likely you're going to show up and take action towards hitting this goal. All right? Y'all still with me? All right, so we have our goal. Now we're going to break it down. Let me show you. At the top of your page, if you can see this, it says goal. I will blank by blank. You already have that. I will achieve whatever your goal is by this date, November 30th. You best be looking at this every day. Okay? Right. Okay. Now, in order to hit our goal, get some water, I'm thirsty. In order to hit our goal, okay, we're going to have 3 priorities. Okay? 3 priorities that are going to allow you to achieve this goal. Okay? Number 1, it's going to be customers. Okay? You need customers. You need sales. Number 2, unless you're only going towards a personal sales goal, then you might have to switch up number 2. But number 2 is going to be recruiting. Okay? Number 1 is customer sales. Number 2 is recruiting. Number 3 is going to be marketing. Okay? Customer sales is number 1. Number 2, I want you to write down recruiting. And number 3 is going to be marketing. Okay? These are the 3 priorities that are going to get you to your goal. You understand? Customer sales plus your recruiting new people plus your marketing efforts equal you hit your goal. Okay? Now, for each of these priorities, we are going to break down, and you're going to have 5 strategies under each priority. Okay? So number 1 is customer sales, right? What are the 5 strategies you are going to utilize? What actions are you going to take every single day in order to get to your sales goal? Okay? So these can be things like following up like a badass. Okay? This could be prospecting for customers. Okay? Marketing, we're going to have something, we're going to do all your marketing. But what are the different things you're going to do in order to get customers this month every single day? Maybe number 3 strategy is referral posts. One of the best ways to get customers, right? So I want you to fill this out. What are your 5 strategies you're going to utilize to get sales this month? Referral posts, prospecting, following up with all the people you've already introduced, right? You can even put marketing in here. But what are the 5 strategies you're going to use to get sales this month? Okay? I want you to take some time thinking through this. And you can always come back to it. Same thing. What are the 5 strategies you're going to utilize to recruit new people this month? Right? Once again, maybe you're going to follow up with everybody you've ever talked to the business. Maybe every single person that you introduce to the products, maybe in your first priority sales, right? Maybe you decide I'm going to lead with the products in everything I do. In prospecting, I'm going to lead with the products. In marketing, I'm going to lead with the products, right? Everything I do, referral posts, with my referrals, I'm going to lead with the products. So 5 strategies for recruiting. We're going to follow up with everybody we've ever talked to the business. We're going to ask every single person that we talk to about the products the extra question. We're going to follow up with every single one of our customers, right? We're going to ask them if they're open to taking a look at the business. Every single person that puts up a referral post, we're going to ask them if they're open to taking a look at the business, right? Maybe you're going to ask some of your friends and your family for referrals. Maybe they know people who might be looking for extra income. Maybe you know some successful people in your area, real estate agents, insurance agents, right? You respect these people. Maybe you go to these people, you let them know, you're like, hey, I totally respect your time. I know you're crushing it in your business. I really look up to you. Totally curious if you know anybody that might be looking to make some extra income online. Well, basically, what did you do? You just indirectly prospected them. They might be interested in making extra money online. And if they're not, maybe they'll refer people to you, right? We're always asking for referrals. What are the 5 strategies you're going to use to recruit this month that you're going to do every single day? Maybe you're going to be a live video junkie, and every single person watching your live videos, you're going to prospect. Maybe you're going to get in groups. You're going to provide value in these groups. You're going to become a value in these groups. You're going to create connections in these groups so that then you can prospect these people for the business. You can do the same thing under your strategies for sales. Maybe you get into groups that are in health and wellness or whatever it is that you're in, right? You provide a ton of value. People start following you. You start talking to them about your products. What are your strategies? Is this making sense? Do you see how when you have this broken down, you have a foolproof plan to get where you want to go? The problem is most people aren't taking action and doing the right things in order to move their business forward. You want to hit your goal, you need to work your strategies every day. Okay, what about marketing? What's your marketing plan? What are your 5 strategies for marketing? Are you going to do live video? Are you going to do stories? Are you going to post on Facebook, Instagram? Are you going to be on Twitter? Are you going to be on LinkedIn? Where are you showing up? How are you marketing? Are you providing value to your audience? Are you going to connect with every single person who's already engaging with you? Right? What is your marketing strategy? What are your 5 strategies to crush your marketing, to crush that priority? Now, once you guys have this all filled out, and you don't have to fill it all out right now, like I said, but you can see how if you show up every single day and you sit down when you're working, okay, you know what your goal is. You've decided, okay? You've committed to going for your goal. You've committed to showing up, to taking action. You know when you're going for your goal. You know why you want to hit it. You know who is going to get you there, and you have it broken down. You know what you're willing to sacrifice to get to your goal by the end of the month. And you have a result that you're envisioning, and it's in front of you every single day, all dang day. So it's tied to you hitting that goal, right? And you're looking at this every single morning, and you sit down to work, and you know what your goal is, and you know when you're going to hit it. And you have your 3 priorities. You know you need sales, you know you need to recruit, and you know you need to market. And you have 5 strategies under each. And every single day, you're like, okay, today, for sales, I'm going to do this, and this. Every single day, I'm going to hit these 5 strategies. Every single day, I'm going to hit the 5 strategies for recruiting. Every single day, I'm going to hit the 5 strategies for my marketing. If you show up every day and you work this every day for 30 days and you give it everything you got, you're going to hit your goal. Okay? You should never be in the dark ever again. Okay? Now, my coach, Danelle, teaches this on a 90-day cycle. And this is what I've done all year long. 90 days, I set a goal. After I set a goal, I have my result. Usually I take some time off because I've usually been running really hard, okay? Every 90 days I do this. Now I shorten this down to 30 days so we can all crush this month because November is massive, okay? But I guarantee you develop a habit of doing this every 90 days or even every 30 days if you want to sit down at the beginning of the month every single month, okay? You're going to hit your goal. It's literally impossible not to hit your goal because it's broken down. You know exactly what you need to do to get there, okay? So who's in this with me? Who's committed? Who's going to crush their 30-day goal this freaking month? Who is envisioning what it's going to look like when you get there? Who is willing to sacrifice to get to their goal? I'm in this with you guys. I got a big hairy ball goal myself for the end of this month. I literally will have to double in order to get there. And I don't care. Because I know that if I work the plan and I teach my people to work the plan with me, we gonna crush it. All right? So you guys ready? All right. It's run from day one. Work this out. Tomorrow morning, you sit down and you run like you've never ran before. Let's do it together. I love you guys. I'm gonna get this uploaded to YouTube. I will have it posted in all the different groups and chats. Let's crush it, you guys. All right.